What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, this is the place where we break down the biggest football matches happening right now and give you our most confident predictions for the week. We do not sugarcoat anything on this channel. We give you the analysis, we give you the reasoning, and we give you the picks straight up. No fluff, no filler, just pure football content. Today we have got an absolutely stacked card to get through. We are talking 6 matches, 6 predictions, and some seriously exciting football across multiple competitions. We have got Champions League action, domestic league clashes, and a couple of results that I genuinely believe are going to catch a lot of people off guard. So make sure you stay until the end because every single match on today's list has something interesting going on. Before we get into it, if you have not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now. Drop a comment down below with your own predictions and let us see who ends up being right at the end of the week. Alright, let us get straight into it. Barcelona vs Newcastle, correct score 3-1. First up, we are kicking things off with what is arguably the most anticipated match of the entire card. Barcelona vs Newcastle. Now this is a fixture that has got football fans absolutely buzzing, and for good reason. These are two teams that play very different styles of football, and when you get a clash of styles at this level, you tend to get a game with a lot of goals. Let us start with Barcelona. Playing at home, Barcelona are an absolute force. The system they run is built around controlling the ball, pressing high, and punishing teams the moment they lose possession. Their home record this season has been outstanding, and they have shown repeatedly that they know how to break down defensive setups when the pressure is on. The crowd at home gives them an extra edge, and that sort of energy is something you simply cannot replicate in training. Now Newcastle are no pushovers, let us be very clear about that. They have had a fantastic journey to get to this stage. They are organized, they are hard to beat, and they have the quality to hurt any team on the counter-attack. But here is the issue for Newcastle. Barcelona at home in a big European night is a different animal entirely. The intensity of that environment, the quality on the ball, the relentless nature of the pressing game, Newcastle are going to find it very, very difficult to contain that for 90 minutes. My prediction for this one is Barcelona 3, Newcastle 1. I think Barcelona control large parts of this game, score early, and never really look back. Newcastle will grab one, probably through a moment of quality on the break, but 3 points and a convincing scoreline for the home side is what I am going with here. The level of control Barcelona show in games like this is what separates them from most teams in Europe right now. Match 2, Bayern Munich vs Atalanta, correct score 3-1. Next up, another Champions League tie, and this one is Bayern Munich vs Atalanta. Now Atalanta have been one of the most exciting stories in European football over the past few seasons. They play an aggressive, high-intensity style of football that has caused problems for some of the biggest clubs on the continent. Do not underestimate them walking into this one, but Bayern Munich at home is a completely different challenge. The Allianz Arena is one of the most hostile environments in world football on a European night. Bayern have the squad depth, the quality, the experience, and the tactical flexibility to handle whatever Atalanta throw at them. When Bayern are switched on and playing at their best at home, they are almost impossible to stop. Atalanta's style of play actually makes this interesting. They do not sit back and park the bus. They will try to come and play, they will push forward, they will look for their moments in behind, and that means there will be space on both sides of the pitch. That is why I think this game ends up being open and entertaining rather than a one-sided affair. However, the gulf in class on home soil for Bayern is too significant to ignore. My prediction here is Bayern Munich 3, Atalanta 1. Bayern get on top early, control the tempo, and ultimately their quality tells over 90 minutes. Atalanta grab a goal and make it interesting for a spell, but this is Bayern's game to win, and I think they win it comfortably in the end. 3-1 is the correct score I am going with here. Match 3, Liverpool vs Galatasare, correct score 1-2. Galatasare win or draw. Now this is the one that is going to raise a few eyebrows. Liverpool vs Galatasare, and I am going against the grain here. My correct score prediction is Liverpool 1, Galatasare 2, and for the double result market, I am going with Galatasare win or draw. Now before you click off, hear me out, because there is some serious reasoning behind this call. Liverpool, particularly at home, are expected to win games like this. The crowd is behind them, the familiarity of the ground, the way they press, all of that should work in their favor. But football does not always follow the script, and Galatasare have shown this season that they are not a team that just comes to big grounds and rolls over. Galatasare are a proud club with a ferocious home support who travel in huge numbers wherever they go. But more than the atmosphere, tactically they are a very well-drilled unit. They understand how to manage a game, how to absorb pressure, and how to hit teams when they are least expecting it. They are not shy of a big occasion and they have the experience at this level to make life very uncomfortable for Liverpool. The issue for Liverpool in this game could come down to moments. One poor defensive decision, one moment of quality from the visitors, and suddenly the home side are chasing the game. And when teams have to chase games against Galatasare, that is when the Turkish side thrive. They are disciplined, they are compact, and they know exactly how to protect a lead. I am backing Galatasare to get a result here. 1-2 incorrect score, and Galatasare win or draw as the safer market option. This is my banker upset of the card, and I am confident in it. Back it at your own risk, but the value here is enormous if this one lands. Match 4 Tottenham vs Atletico Madrid, correct score 1-2. Moving on, and we have got another cracking European tie to discuss. Tottenham vs Atletico Madrid. Now Atletico Madrid are one of the most well-coached and tactically disciplined teams in world football. What they do defensively is almost unmatched at the elite level. They sit in their shape, they make themselves hard to break down, they frustrate the opposition, and then they wait for their moment to strike on the counter. It is a system that has been perfected over many years and it has brought enormous success. Tottenham are a team that have been inconsistent this season. They have moments of genuine brilliance, but they also have a tendency to give things away at the wrong time. In European football against elite opposition, those kinds of inconsistencies get punished heavily. Atletico Madrid do not need many opportunities. 1 or 2 clear chances is usually all it takes for them to get the job done. My correct score prediction for this one is Tottenham 1, Atletico Madrid 2. Atletico come here, they defend brilliantly for large parts of the game, they hit Tottenham on the break, and they nick a second goal to make it 2-1. Tottenham will create chances, they will get themselves back into it at some point, but ultimately Atletico's quality and experience in these types of games gives them the edge. Away from home in Europe, Atletico are ruthless, and I think they go back to Spain with 3 points. Match 5 Southampton vs Norwich, correct score 2-1. Now we come to the domestic league action, and we have got Southampton vs Norwich. This is a lower stakes fixture in terms of European competition, but it is a fascinating game in its own right. Both of these clubs are fighting for something this season, whether that is pushing for promotion, avoiding relegation, or just building momentum. Matches like this carry real meaning for the clubs involved and for their supporters. Southampton at home have been solid, they have a system that works, they are difficult to break down on their own patch, and they tend to find a way to win the close ones. Norwich on the other hand have been capable of some good performances this season, but they have also been prone to conceding at crucial moments. My prediction here is Southampton 2, Norwich 1. Southampton get their nose in front early, Norwich fight back and equalize or pull one back, but Southampton find a winner to take all 3 points. The home advantage here is significant, and I think Southampton's ability to manage games in the final stages sees them over the line. 2-1 at the final whistle for the home side. Alright, so there we have it. 6 matches, 6 predictions, all laid out for you right here. Let us do a quick recap before we wrap up. Barcelona vs Newcastle, 3-1 to Barcelona. Dominant home performance, Newcastle grab a consolation. Bayern Munich vs Atalanta, 3-1 to Bayern. Open game, Bayern too strong at home over 90 minutes. Liverpool vs Galatasare, 1-2 to Galatasare. The big upset of the card. Galatasare win or draw is the market to be on here. Tottenham vs Atletico Madrid, 1-2 to Atletico. Classic Atletico away performance, disciplined, clinical, ruthless. Southampton vs Norwich, 2-1 to Southampton. Home side wins a tight one in what should be an entertaining lower league clash. Now remember, football is football. Upsets happen, last-minute goals happen, red cards, VAR decisions, injuries, anything can change the course of a game. These are predictions based on analysis and form, not guarantees. Always do your own research before making any decisions. But if this card lands, we are going to have a very good week. Let us see how it all plays out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, it genuinely helps the channel grow more than most people realize. Subscribe if you have not already, and turn on notifications so you never miss a predictions video. Drop your own picks in the comments below, let us get a conversation going, and let us see who calls the most correct results by the end of the week. I will see you in the next one. Take care.